Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to the Let's Grow Annual Challenge Day 348. I'm going to give you a heads up. Today, including today, and for a total of 9 days, we are going to do an audit of each of the areas that we've covered from the Life Framework. So, for example, today we are going to do an audit of our emotional growth. How do we grow? How did it go? We're going to go back. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's the process I'm going to use. You can choose whatever process you want to audit it and review. Basically, an audit is just a review of what happened, what we did, what we learned, what actions we decided to take, and what progress we've made, and where we're at with respect to the whole emotional area and aspect of our life, and the goals that we set for ourselves. And the SOAP, we ran through the SOAP framework once, but what we'll do, what I'm going to do each day is I will go back and I will review my notes from my handy dandy. I know, isn't this horrible? It totally fell apart this year. It's one thing hanging out with my granddaughters does is it wears things out very quickly. Books, especially, for some reason. I have more books in what I call the book hospital than I think they actually have in their bookshelves right now. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to look at all of February. February is the month that we focused on emotions. We talked about a bunch of tools. We ran through the SOAP framework once. We applied our growing process the last 7 days of the month. And that's where we made sure that we set the framework for the rest of the year with respect to our emotional growth and well-being and health and well-being. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to review that. I'm going to pull out and, well, I'm going to check status. Where am I at compared to what I said I was going to do? Have I made progress? Have I actually done the things I said I was going to do with respect to my emotional growth? And then I'm going to use all of that information and set a goal for next year. I'm going to set one emotional goal. You can set up to 3, but make it 3 max, because we've got 9 different areas and aspects of our life that we're going to cover. And if you set 3 for each area, that's 27 goals, which is a lot. I don't know about you. I can usually manage a handful of goals, which is why I'll combine different areas of the Life Framework for my overarching goal to achieve in any given year, because even 9 goals that you're working toward, unless you're very dedicated in terms of your tracking and paying attention and actually scheduling what needs to get done to achieve that goal, it's challenging to achieve more than a handful of goals. At least for me. I know some people that can knock off 27 things no problem in a year. I don't have to be one of them, and the older I get, the less likely I am that I'm going to knock off 27 goals this year, depending on the goal and the size of the goal, right? So today, emotional review, status, progress, and then review especially and think about how your emotional growth has impacted the different areas of the Life Framework. So how has your work on your emotional health, well-being, and growth impacted your physical, mental, spiritual, financial, etc., all the 9 areas of the Life Framework? How have they been impacted? If there's no change, just put NC by it, no change, because there's some times and some years where there were actually a couple of decades where, as far as physical health and well-being goes, I did not have goals set in that area because I was too busy running through my life. And I would have had to say year after year after year, no change, or actually a decline in my health for as an example. And we've got Bert's story and guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group. And I'm going to use Bert for all 9 days, and we're going to go through how he deals with each of these different areas and aspects, or dealt with, and is going to continue to deal with, and set his goals for next year. So you actually have somebody that you can learn from and model besides me. I haven't done it yet. I'm doing it right along with you, but my process: go back, review the month, look at things I put in place and the status, the results of those, lessons learned, big aha moments. I can already think of a couple of those right now they're very, very powerful for me personally. And then I'm going to set next year's goal. You can share whatever you want to share in the comments below today, whether you got it done or not. If you don't get it done, don't beat yourself up. Do what you can with the time that you've got, but know that this is a gift you're giving to yourself by reviewing what you've accomplished so far and kind of celebrating that in the area of emotional well-being, growth, and health, and setting yourself up for success next year. It's worth, if it takes you a half an hour today, or if it takes you 20 minutes or 5. For each of us, it'll be different. I've done this so many times. To do an audit of an area and aspect of my life, to go back and review my notes, I can probably knock it out in 15 minutes. And that will set me up for what is my goal going to be next year. Because I set a goal every year for each of these 9 areas and aspects of my life. And I actually invite you to do the same. Make sure that you're always working toward becoming the person that you want to be, the vision of what you want. Any questions, please, please, please ask. If you get stuck anywhere or you're frustrated about something, please let me know. That's what I'm here for, is to help you through those things. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. We're going to jump into the next life framework area, and yep, we're going to do the same thing for the next 9 days. Review, progress, lessons learned, goals for next year. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.